Blessings family. Yeah, so we just want to say one and two things. And we ask a question, say, when did thinking get separated from the brain? And we don't talk about critical thinking yet. We just talk about make sense thinking. Critical thinking, and when you get a little bit of the information, and you probably have to source the whole recite for yourself. But we talk about thinking when you have the information in front of you, and all you need to do is sort it. Yeah? Take out when it make no sense, put when it make no sense over there, so use what make sense. What the 1, 2, 3, 4 happen to it? To bongo push the grass cat. We don't think. So, based on how the thing look and how we behave, I say something must enter the food and the water. And on the little event, we're just going to talk about the pandemic. Yeah? So, this is not about telling anyone to do or not to do. What we really say is look on the information. As the grandparents always did tell we, pick sense out of nonsense. Yeah? So, and that way I say, look on the information. Choose based on the information. But the same people that are convinced you of one thing opposing to the information what they give you. So we have to look on the information, make a decision based on that and not based on persuasion. Yes? So it's kind of these things. So make the information be the persuasion. Yes? And not the persuasion and make you not see what the information is saying or showing. So that way I say. So we now ask the necessary questions. Yes? So we say if you know, so we use the big if then. If the mask and all these things are work. Is it? When we go up on the road, let's say out of every 10 people what me say about 7 or 8 are wear masks. Because how them tell what the thing, everybody's scared for the most part. So I see people lock up in them car, them alone in a mask. People are walk by themselves in a space where nobody not there in a mask. Yes? So 8 or 7 out of 10 are wear masks. So how the numbers are go up so big? Yeah? If it really a work, based on the protocols. And then we are talking about who give you the information, we are look on the information and think for yourself. Or at least we are try to use like a bird brain and think for yourself. See it? So it's not just about we are make up nothing. It's the information how we get we are look on. So if you tell me that, and most people do that, then the numbers not supposed to be so big. Because you can't tell me say just the minority in terms of numbers are spread, make everybody catch it. So if the numbers are raised that big and it is spread by the minority, then it means that the majority will follow the protocols, those methods are not working. Yes? So that's one of the things we need to look on and question within ourselves. Yeah? Yeah, so make we think again. The test. So, oh yeah, we just say this virus is one of the most dangerous things presently we ever deal with. And it's so dangerous that it is way below 50% fatality. See me? That we are dealing with, that dangerous virus. Yeah, man? So, I could think again, the test. Yeah? You attempt this virus and now can live on this surface or that surface for how long, whether hours or a couple hours. And then it is spread by me talking and like a saliva might fly or sneeze or whatever. And that's so it contagious that way there, that you can catch that way there. See it? But you have to go dig down in on the back of my head for test that way there. Yeah? You will tell me something can sneeze and talk and it can transfer that way there. But me have to go dig down, you have to go dig down in the back of my head to get a sample for test. Why I can't give some saliva or sneeze or whatever or rest on my tongue or even the back of my throat, not too far down in my mouth, since it can just spread that way there. I could think about it a little bit. Yeah? So we go again and the information where these people give it, we look on it. Them same man come tell us a 98%, almost 100%. Is not the virus. This fatal, wicked, dirty virus is not the virus. Based on how fatal it be, is not it. Make majority of who dead. Or we can say all of who dead. this fatal virus is only killing people with underlying condition. See? So, my little bird brain tell me, so what you need for a test for now is the underlying conditions. See? And then we see some little thing we go on with some old people or figure say, would I get through by this thing? We see them, and it depends on which part of society them there as well. So alright, fine. We'll go with that thing there. Underlying condition. So what you need for a test for is the people them with the underlying condition. Love the young people them, even though we know so based on the food and all kind of chemical and GMO and all these things, everybody compromise now for the most part. But for the most part, most young people, good. So left young people, this thing over talk about herd immunity. If we want herd immunity, we left young people. Do the test them. Find who have the underlying condition, protect them based on the protocols, and I said these things are work. So protect them, the people there. So would have far reach in a herd immunity if we allow young people when have no underlying condition to go about and do them thing. See? Since this is one I tell you. Yeah, so given that other people them with underlying condition, this thing really fatal too. Yeah? And if we could test for the underlying condition, thinking about it again, half of the work they done already, you know. All we have to do is consult with the doctors, because majority of our people love God doctors, especially women. You know what I mean? So consult with the doctors, get those records, say alright, who have them underlying condition. Yeah? You know me, all of them something there. Remember we are talking about safety now, so this is not to breach. Remember the privacy is as what I tell you, is under the precepts of life-saving methods. So consult, then you would be able to know who have whatever rest test needed, then you do that. You know what I mean? But get the records, know who have, so them can be the ones we are protect from this. So all of this. So next question to this. I could think again. Vaccine. And I tell us that are the only thing can save you from this thing. And within telling me that now you gotta tell me say I still can't transmit or I still can't catch. So I probably have to get some booster shot. I still have to go wear the mask and follow the same protocol as if I never get the vaccine. The same thing will save me from that wicked virus when I kill majority of the people that will get it. See? So we think about that. So we have a company where make baby powder and put poison in it. So if you can do that to baby, we are going to trust you with something we are going to push in a minute. To tell me so to save my life as adults, and you have to do that to baby. So the people them we are trust for years and decades now, when we have people where are mislead, we are not misguide, we are not trick we. So just continue to use it. And them just come out and say, yo, trust me with this, and we trust them. I could think of people. I could think. See? So for all of the other ailments that we have, and the bad food and the bad liquor them we know so they on the market, you know, take them away and stop sell them and none of them thing there. We are give you the diabetes and the cancer and all of that. All of the things them we do that. You know, get rid of them there, you know. For sure, so you really care about we and want to protect we, you know. But you push this one thing where somebody tell us push this one thing based on what kind of backdoor deal or whatever, how we want to tie up around this or much better not fall up in our door and our door. So no compromise them with it. So if you really care about me, the other 1 or 2 people where I tell you say go into the sunlight, take the vitamin C there, do that something there, drink them bush there, do that something there. Nobody not really listen to them. So you will care about it only I tell you about the one thing, when there are other options where you can give it and make we choose for yourself based on the information. So you are trying to protect me not by information but by persuasion. And I tell me say you care about me. Make me think of people, make me think. And we use the brain. I wonder if the brain turn rubber in our head. Make me think. We come from revolutionary people, you know. Enough Bakramaster get poisoned off and, you know what I mean? I fight with freedom for the most part whenever they just get freedom because somebody grow on conscience and say, yo, you know so that thing are barbaric and wicked. We just let them go. No, and I say let it go. We are thinkers, we are revolutionary people. The bloodline, based on the history and the information of the history. Even if I lie them I tell. I could believe in that I lied, you know. the lie that we can free with, or give you the spirit of freedom, rather than the lies where keep it dumb down. You know, and just keep it dumb. So I could think, I could look on the information. I will say look on the information how we get, just look on it and think. We're not even go critical thinking, as we say. Just the information, did I just look on it. That way I say. So other ones are ones looking to Thera, Gripper, and also Magneto, Protein. See? No, so some of we turning a rather stick to, we never know, just because we want to say if we did know. When the information did, we have to just look on, somebody would just go do a little bit of research because we have the technology to do that. Yeah, but some of we not even want to know because we're so dumbed down and have been groomed and conditioned to be passive. But we have to look on the information. A long time we grand and great grandma tell we say big sense out of nonsense. Yes? Something wrong, people. We not think, and the people them what we allow to think for we are lead we in a mess. Foolishness, stupidity. So if we think and we look, we realize that the dots them not connect. And if they do connect, the shape we make not have nothing to do with nothing. It not connect with reality. You know what I mean? Just some lines all over the place. It not give one proper shape where you say, oh yeah, that they look like it makes sense. You know what I mean? And we think now. Like we look on the information. That's the information we have with them give it from the horse's mouth. Yes? Make we look. And just think that the people who really want to save you are them based on how them set them thing, you know. To manipulate you, you know. The people them really want to save you, you know, and them will see as the enemy. Yes? So we just think, always look on the information we have, but them give it. Think, look on it, dissect it, and think. And then some of the things that we were motivated by, to believe the foolishness, to take the foolishness, we need to look on that and question ourselves. Think. If it's because me as a man can run grown a 50 woman yard now we give bun, or you as a woman can run grown a 10-12 man yard now we give bun, these are the reasons we want to be free. Then we're not going to stand up for nothing where we really mean something. I could think on these things. And I want to say too, me and the doctor one day, I full out a farm and just go for the farm full out, and in there I just click in the middle and I say, Doc, why is that that I have to go way down in the back of your head to do that test there? If it based on how it transfer, if them can't just take a saliva test thing and do that something there, the doctor will tell me, say, is the cleanest way to get the test. Based on the fact, say, when you probably spit, you might get other contaminants in the saliva and all of this. Liquor blood and liquor that. So I say, if you go through my nose channel there, so if you go down in there, so it's no greater contamination in terms of getting some blood and all of that in other thing. That's what I say. I never say it to the doctor. And then I say, yeah, you know. So that think of next thing. And then them have some little brochure or pamphlets or what them call it. In the back of the thing, them I say, if you have any severe allergic reaction to any of the components or ingredients in the vaccine. So for you, if you can know that now, if nothing in there for trigger your thing, then them have to disclose to you the ingredients or components. How much are we bother for do that something there? What in there? No, you can't tell me what in there. Then I'm not supposed to take that because you can't tell me what in there. You see it? So all of these things, I'm going to think on these things. Just think. So through them brainwash so much in the separatist mindset. So we not see one another in a unified way. So the 1 and 2 we are going to stand up and say, yo, think about this and look on that and say that don't make no sense. And if we stand up for rights, then you know what I mean, it's just going to be 1 and 2. Come imagine to run gang and deal with the foolishness and take it on. Yeah? It's just like when food price rise. And then Mr. Rich man go and buy it. So no matter how the little poor man demonstrate and they say rare. And when them go in and look on the shelf and see still get empty. Somebody will buy it. So you can't understand something nice. The money I make. You know what I mean? So this separation now we get to stand up for what really need to stand up. So the same thing with this. Majority run on and take on, and so the 1 and 2 where I try to stand up, I got to try put in all kind of measures now to pressure them. Because if majority comply, why you feel say you know for comply, you know what I mean? So all of these little things working against us in a majority way. Because we not stop and think and look upon the things that we are doing. We want to know so too, before all of this come to our realization, the man them did have a drill to something like this, you know. I think the thing named Event 201, you know. Look that up. See? Because even right now, within all of this, we're talk about the zombie apocalypse. So if we look into these things, and the next thing we have to think and look upon to, where they give out these specific numbers. Yes? This amount I will catch it, that amount I will catch it. Are these predictions or projections? Yes? So based on this thing being as new as I say it, see it? Oh, you cannot tell me say out of 3 million people, 2 million go and get it. Yeah? And then I reach no way for you study that much to know that. So all of these questions, we think on these things. So the next thing we think on as well is if the companies where I put out these cures, so to speak, because in a one sense they matter say, yeah, take it because it's sure, and the next sense they matter say, you're not fully protected. So if you're sure say your thing work, you should not be putting in laws and policies to say I can't be sued for any damages this thing might cause. For how sure you are, then you should be able to freely stand up behind your product and say, boy, if last will come on my thing, can be sure so my thing work. So I have to put in rules and policies to secure me that way. Yeah? And I guess the next thing we are thinking again is that we get caught up in a believing institutional science against common sense science, meaning we are waiting for institutional magicians, so to speak, to come up with concoctions and do all kind of something and tell you how things work when common sense already know how certain things work. Yeah? So we get caught this up where we wait on institutional science to tell we what common sense already know. And we get tricked this up. So we believe in the people them were so-called have these papers so much over where grandma and grandpa and the foreparents them didn't have been using and proven to work. But we still go against that because somebody with a paper come tell we say. So, you know, we think on these things